4 seconds is a long time. 4 seconds is a long time for me.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
That's pretty fast.
Yeah, my wife hates it.
Rip.
Alright, thank you very much. My name is Dr. Robo. I'll be commentating here for Polo King, playing Blazing Chrome.
And hello guys. And also we've got Zycorn here and 7 diamonds? I don't know. 7-0? What was that?
7 of diamonds. Come on, man. We've been speaking
for
how long?
Well, you know,
that is upsetting.
Not long enough.
So we're gonna be running Ninja Normal. There's 2 different characters you could be picking. You could pick Gunner, which they have a gun, and as well as Ninjas, where they have a close range attack. The difference between a Gunner or Gunner from Ninja, mainly Ninjas have an air dash that you could dash through enemies while damaging them. So throughout the run, you're going to be seeing that, and as well as a roll. The roll has iframes, so we're going to be doing very precise rolls in between enemies.
Yeah, we are.
Nice.
So then we have 2 enemies. We have Rajan and Sali.
Sawalia?
Sawalia?
Characters to choose
I
from?
think Sawalia's the
That's
right
a
name.
great question, man.
To highlight.
Alright. So, right off the first bat, timer does not run while we're in the map. There is 4 areas, mission 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the final mission. You could go through any route that you want. So you could be 4, 2, 3, 1, but we're going to be going through a precise route that is going to be picking up the speed bot, a little bot that you get to increase speed while getting a double jump. And depending on how well we do on the first level, we'll change our route throughout there. And then, so Polo, do you want to get the countdown for time?
I do, but before I do, I just want to point out that I love this game because it has a linear storyline, and you can just start wherever. You can just do what you want. We can just time travel. We can do what we want here. But yeah, let's get a countdown from 3, 2, 1.
Boom.
Let's go. I guess that counted.
Awesome. Yeah, that was a terrible countdown.
That's a terrible
So
countdown.
here we are. Yeah, so here we are in mission 1. It's pretty straightforward. Essentially, PPTK is just going to be chopping and slashing his way through all the enemies that are coming straight towards him. He's picked up the defense spot to make sure that he can tank a couple of hits here and there. You'll also notice alongside the slashes and the rolling, he's also going to be using a air dash known as the shadow dash. That can damage enemies as he's going through them. So it has a level of iframes taken as well, which is quite tasty. You notice every now and again he's going to be charging up shots to launch them across the screen. That does a bit more damage than his normal short range attacks. At the moment it's just picked up a SpeedBall, which is allowing him to also have a double jump. And it means he can also attack a little bit faster as well, roll and move a little bit faster too.
So
And also,
an interesting thing about the ninjas is the way that they attack. If they're closer, they do more damage. So anytime that a boss is on the screen, he's gonna want to get us both.
Alright, they should be able to hear you again. Sorry about that. Gooby accidentally deaf and I just connected via the team very quickly.
Victory.
thank you.
You've just gone past the boss really quickly. You're now on the boss of the first mission. Quite simple pattern-wise. He's going to take a couple of hits, and he's dead. Oh, that was nice and simple, wasn't it?
Bye.
That was really quick.
There's
So,
there's a
what-
way to make that
You
boss
can
go
skip
by
a
quicker.
cycle with that guy. Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
trick with. You can skip a cycle.
yeah, you do 2 slashes in the core, and then you do maximum damage charge slot. So you're skipping a cycle.
Yeah, he's still taking damage past where he's meant to take damage until he gets into the kind of that staggered, well, from that staggered state, which is quite nice.
Looks like we're going to mission 3.
Yeah, since he has SpeedBall, he's
Cyrax in the corner.
mission 3.
Shout out to Cyrax.
Yeah, Cyrax just hanging around there.
Right at the very beginning, you probably missed them.
Yeah, I mean, as you can tell, this game is proper quick, so it's a blink and you miss it type of thing. Especially once you've got the speed bot in place. We're going to do a little skip here, maybe not. We're not going to do the quick skip. That's fair enough. So you can jump over that turret to get into the next screen.
Yeah, he's gonna die.
Oh, he's going to die. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, those turrets, they do a good chunk of damage. Now, as you can probably tell, it is one hit to die unless you've got a damage bot in place, like we have now. Now, you'll notice that Polo's going to be shooting across both of the enemies with a charge shot, which will kill them a little bit quicker. You've now got the damage bot going into a little elevator stage. Not necessarily that much of a kind of an auto-scroller, because you can take a little bit more time, but if you don't kill the enemies quick enough, not the end of the world, I guess.
You're gonna, throughout the run, you're gonna see certain drops. Like right now, it's gonna be a whip. A whip, a W for whip. Ninjas can't do anything about it. They're pretty much useless for the ninjas, and they're meant for the gunners.
Yeah, they don't really do much for being freaking up any good. Okay, you know, we don't need much, thankfully.
We don't need no road.
So-
This spider boss is a bit of a strange one, really, because that timer at the bottom, I don't think anyone who's ever played this game has got to the end of the timer.
I don't think so either. No, I don't.
No.
Yeah,
Even when you're playing this game casually, it's a relatively straightforward boss. You'll notice that we've gone from quite highly technological into a little bit more kind of organic here. Now far deep underground with these lovely dog creatures, which aren't quite the robots of our normal enemies, as you've encountered during most of the game. So you can see that
of all time.
yeah, they are pretty awful. You'll notice that Polo is using the Shadow Dash to get past certain bits of insta-death pits. And just see, this is why we hate these enemies so much, because they don't really care about how many is there. They will just hang around and tear you to pieces.
So this game has a slight issue that you can't off-screen despawn creatures. So if there's a fly following you since the start of the game, he might pick you up and just kill you. So you have to be aware of who is following you throughout the run.
Oh, that was quick.
There's been times where I know where a fly will just appear from the left-hand side of the screen and spook me and pick me up and just ruin a run.
Flies suck.
Flies do suck.
Yeah. This is the precursor to the boss of Mission 3. So you're just taking out all the extreme bits of the enemy, and now we've got this weird creepy crawler boss which will jump on top of you, and you just got to hit that kind of orb at the bottom of its stomach. Orb-tastic, and he's dead. So the damage output of the ninjas is ridiculous. You can absolutely tear apart a lot of different enemies, and the bosses can go really quickly as well, but as their range is significantly less without being a charge shot, sometimes it doesn't necessarily make it quicker than, say, the gun characters. So it's a really nice balance, because the ninja characters, they're a bit more technical to play, but they're much less risky, because if you die, you don't lose the additional weapons that you get from the gun characters. But the gun characters, they're a little bit more straightforward to play, but especially when you're speedrunning, there's a lot more risk involved in it, because if you lose your speed bot, or if you lose your plasma weapon, you're kind of boned a bit on the run.
Midway up this area, there's gonna be a boss called Zed. At the very first, we could have manipulated him by just crouching right in front of him, but they patched that out. So ThePoloKing developed.
They didn't want us to tease the 2Es. They had to make it harder.
Yeah, they had to.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, we go beautifully. Well done. Well done. Well done.
Normally he's gonna fly all around and jump around, and shoot things, and
Shoot grenades and bullets and all that
slide off
stuff.
that rail and be real not kind. But if we manipulate him just right, he's just gonna sit there and give us a nice easy time. Get very confused.
And you'll notice that Polo's switched to the defense spot here. It just allows him to tank a hit on this guy, whilst his range is a little bit lessened. It just makes it a little bit easier to kill him quicker. Speed bot come up, grab that nice and quick. Beautifully done.
Yeah, since you're already getting a speed bot coming up after that mini boss, might as well take the damage boost from the shield.
Yeah, it's a lot of so yeah, slight auto fast. Pounding off this. We shoot that big laser. There'll be some other smaller bullets coming out if he does not kill quicker, but he's got that slightly quicker kill, which is lovely done. And now we're on to probably the coolest part of the game. We got that kind of super scalar section, very reminiscent of your Space Harriers and your classic Sega arcade games as well. So it is a bit of an auto scroller.
The coolest part of the game visually, but like as a speedrunner, it's the worst part of the game. Because like, okay, that's unfortunate.
I got too
It's
casual.
a good thing that when you
Thankfully, it's not
die
time
here,
lost.
you don't lose your power up, so you'll still get into the next room or the next level with the speed bot.
If you die to that particular enemy, you don't lose any time because the screen transition to makes it a little friendlier to
I don't know
whip
if
a
you
little
lose
bit, I
time in this whole part, actually.
Only for clearing.
Yeah, so if you spend a little bit more time defeating some of the enemies that are in front of you, or the boss when you get to the
there's
end of it.
actually just to explain what's going on a little bit here. There's actually spawning in the middle of the screen here as well. But if we aim it right in the center, they just disappear. They're just not there. Like those guns, they're just already blown up.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, bullets get bigger as they go down the hallway. I don't know about you. I like the logic. I'm into it. Doesn't need to make sense. Just needs to work.
Yeah, what's quite useful, as you've noticed in the top left corner, there have been a couple of extra weapons that Polo's picked up. One of those is a homing missile, which just makes things a slight bit easier, especially when some of the enemies spawn not quite central to the screen, so normally where he's kind of getting them as they're coming to the screen. If a couple of them spawn just like that happened there, they launch weapons at them and they die a lot quicker.
Really not being nice to you with these spawns either. Coming out of the side and the bottom.
This is such a good game. I mean, I know I'm kind of biased because I run it, but it is such a good game. It's just like, I just don't quite understand how
It's like a Konami
Konami...
still like Contra.
Yeah, I mean that's a big thing. But how Konami don't... You get a company like Joy Match who's made this game, and they've made it essentially as an indie title, and it's everything that you want a Contra sequel to be, plus significantly more. I just don't understand why Konami have not pulled their fingers out of their arse to make a better one, because frankly Road Corps is a pile of dreck. It's dreadful. Sorry.
See that?
The Road Corps is so terrible, and it's so frustrating because
got them
Only
Destructo
one
disc.
Destructo disc, okay.
Destructo!
Yeah, Krillin came out with a
Power.
Destructo disc, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, Krillin's like operating that machinery.
Yeah, little did we know Krillin was actually flying the ship the whole time.
Little did we know Krillin was the villain all along.
You guys are nerds.
First of all,
Okay.
nobody should have any room to talk.
Good point.
We're
Going on to we're going on a mission. On a mission 2 now, very reminiscent of the second stage, one of the second stages in Contra Hard Corps, actually. You're going to have enemies coming from the left and the right, and the top right and the top left, and then you're going to be coming from whatever direction that will come through. But fortunately, the spawns aren't set. So once you memorise them, it's just a case of making sure that you're doing them properly, which is all pretty
Oh, we gotta headbang it out.
So
rock and roll.
it's pretty difficult for a ninja because they can't shoot and all the way across the screen at all times. So they always have to have their charge ready, and they have to know which sides things are spawning, or else they can get overtaken very easily.
Ooh.
Yeah. And again, the one hit kills means that it really takes a lot of your rhythm out. It doesn't change the spawns, thankfully, but it just takes the rhythm out a little bit. And you can also do a jumping on the head beating as well.
Yeah, you could Goomba Stomp them. Yeah. So it's cool that you could Goomba Stomp, and as well, this is the first of the auto-scrollers of this game. Or, yeah, the second auto-scroller, and then you're gonna have another one coming up of the snow place.
That was really...
Yeah, this
that
is
was
the
really
second
quick, Twilight. That was really good there, mate.
And then we're gonna have the final one coming up next.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. These spinny bloody things when they're coming back and forth, they just really frustrate me as well. I really love this game, but the enemies really, really get on my wick. I just don't understand.
I mean, speedrunner life. The runner enemies that just like straight up run at you and jump, I hate them.
Oh yeah, they're awful. Everything's awful.
I'm absolutely convinced that they have adaptive AI and they learn. Okay. Sometimes they jump at me and sometimes they don't, and they always know when I want to jump.
I
They're
mean, with the
reading your
adaptive
inputs.
MI,
Yeah, they're reading my input.
maybe they've got Jeff Bezos developing for them.
It's Skynet, at least.
So we're now on the train after running after it. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward from here actually. As everything is very quick paced. Oh good lord. Everything's very quick paced. It's kind of hard to keep up sometimes, but you can get these little moments of respite where it's just memorising where everything's coming from.
Yeah, this is a very technically, like there's no skips or anything that we've discovered. We've tried very hard, Justice, but like, it's just pure skill at this point.
Oh, pure
It's all
execution.
All execution. Just coming up on. Oh, good gracious!
Whoa!
Whoa!
Don't worry
was
about it.
clutch.
It's fine. I forgot
Talking
about
about
that.
some,
So now we have eyeball, wall, ball creature.
Yeah, it's our eyeball, ball,
Wall,
monster.
ball.
robot,
Eyeball,
creature.
ball monster.
He just
a
plays
ball
with
with
his
balls.
balls far too
Ball.
much.
Can a robot be a monster?
Yes.
I mean-
This is probably one of the opportunities of a potential time loss, because if you miss the crit kill like Polo obviously got, because he is a god amongst men, he'll go back in and you can't hit him until the ball pattern finishes again.
Yeah, so if you don't one cycle that, he'll go into the very first cycle that he did again and just eats up time.
Yeah, just far too much time needed. Now, as you can see, Electrify Floor, if he drops down, then he'll die. Yeah, that's tight, but the Electrify Floor goes quick enough, and he's taking on the defense spot. Really good stuff, pal, well done. Now, those gun guys in the bottom, who just disappeared in the bottom left,
Yeah,
in the
look
previous
at.
patches, they would follow you down, they don't anymore, thankfully.
So you saw right there, he did very good use of the iframes of the roll. He rolled in between the enemies, and he did not pop one of his shields. Because if he would have got hit, he would have popped one of the shields, and shields have 2 hits. So currently he just has 1.
So now you can damage boost this boss, which is awesome, because this boss can be a jerk sometimes.
So if you get up like you see the balls hitting on the ground and then kind of shooting electric left and right, if you destroy the head quick enough, you can't do that anymore, thankfully. That was a stunningly good quick kill. Stunningly good quick kill. I'm very impressed.
When you get the shield here, it feels so nice, you know what I'm saying?
Absolute
Makes it a lot easier because you can just ignore those balls that come out. All the balls, all these creatures, they're just throwing balls.
You really making observations, the realest observations right now. Okay, so the next level it starts with an auto scroller, the same as.
It's essentially Battle Toads for the NES.
I think this is actually a great moment to remind everybody that they can donate to St. Jude's Children's Hospital.
Yeah.
So how do you do that?
Yeah, there's also certain initiatives to be placed still. Is there any initiatives, incentives I should say, that you're looking for?
Dharma.
Yes, of course.
That's a reference. Yeah, so this is another auto-scroller, very Battletoads-esque with jumping over the pits and the spike walls. Sorry, I've just spoiled it. There's pits as well as spike walls, excuse me. But it's another one where you've just got to memorise where the enemies are coming from. Having the defence bot in this case just makes it a little bit easier to, in case you do kind of forget to tank a hit. Well, if you do forget where one of the enemies comes from, or there's one of the fire pillars that comes up as well. And also it helps a little bit with the mini bosses that come through. There we go, beautifully timed.
Real nice.
Again, it really shows the absolute overpowered attack of the ninja bosses, because that boss, even with the strongest weapon on gun, takes a much longer period of time. Same with the floating gun there as well. And yeah.
I mean, as long as you're close enough. Otherwise, you're really not doing much.
Yeah.
I try to make this segment harder by headbanging the whole time. Make your
I
ninja
see.
look up and down.
The swag strats are.
Bang, yeah!
You gotta mash up and down. Just, you know, gotta make them headbang. It's a sick track, too. This game has great music.
Yeah, the soundtrack of this thing is ridiculously good. I don't think they've actually released it yet under any digital formats, but it's a really good soundtrack. About to get on to the Bear sub-boss. This is inspired by one of Joy Masher's previous games, Onikin, where on, I can't remember if it was the second or the third stage, you are chased by a bear, which turns out to be a robot.
Nice.
And there we go. There's a lovely little Contra reference on the right-hand side there with the building that it's just gone into. Oh, lost the screen.
I hear
There
it.
we go.
Okay.
Cool. And this also is where the use of the comes through, because it's absolutely cheesy with those guys. And finally using a mech.
Yeah, the only mech that we really use, because he has like an air dash where you could like really pass through the level with it.
It also gives you tons of like opportunities to take hits.
Yeah.
So just plowing through everything is really
Makes it a
nice.
little more forgiving. And you can put a little damage on the boss with them, too.
Yeah, he does this right.
Now this boss actually has a bit of an exploit, if you do it correctly anyways. If you stay in the position where you start the boss, and make sure that you don't get hit by any kind of bullets, you can just keep jumping and the boss laser beam won't actually hit you at all. And once again, making good use of the shadow dash though, allowing him to kind of dive over all the pieces.
The flies are literally the worst. Okay, I don't know what's going on.
Oh, did you guys lose me?
Okay, alien
For a second
dog.
there, yeah. And then we got the alien dog.
Yeah.
See, you know what? I blame the dogs for reason that keep cutting out. Those dogs.
I blame Ninja.
Yeah, the dogs are awful.
Not
I
the
blame
ninjas in the game, but you know, Twitch
Streamer?
He's taking up all.
Don't say his name, we're on Twitch, pal. Calm yourself. So yeah, you're destroying those things at the top of the screen, and now we've got
the core in the wall.
The core to destroy.
And destroy the core. What the heck? Y'all see that?
Oh, what the? Yeah, that happened.
Graphical error? What the heck?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure why that happens. It happens sometimes though.
Alright, he's gonna go for the 2-cycle right here.
So close.
Oh, close.
He's got like a hit left.
Yeah.
Literally one hit left.
Literally one hit away.
Beautifully done. And that's end of mission 5.
Don't.
Oh.
I want to go first.
Really polo. Really polo.
It looked like it was a good time.
I mean,
The waters were red.
Some Kool-Aid.
Yeah, you'd swim in Kool-Aid, wouldn't you?
It
No.
went from Mountain Dew to
No.
Kool-Aid, bro. It's
Code
gotta
Red.
be good.
I thought it was Mountain Dew Code Red, so I mean,
Be a real gamer.
That's real
real gamer.
We're now on essentially what is a boss rush. This is the final stage. Really not that far from the end, actually. And we've got this little jumping dude who jumps around, takes
Yeah,
a swipe at you.
His name is
dies
Armadillo, and he's a reference to Mega Man. Mega Man bosses.
Armored Armadillo.
Yeah.
We got this dude,
And then
Oh,
that's
that was-
Gorilla.
incredibly quickly killed. And we're encountering Zet in a few moments' time. Extra life there. Defense bot, lovely stuff. And Zet's got a couple of different phases. One is where he spends a bit of time in the sky shooting at you, and then dashing across the ground, which always kind of follows a certain pattern, but he's down now, and now he's going to swipe. He swipes like that, then you can duck it. If he swipes like that, then you can jump over it, but Polo doesn't need that, because Polo, again, isn't got
Dash through,
and
it's
then,
all fine.
and shooting him in the head, and then we've got things coming from each side, but again, it doesn't really matter that much. And now we get on to the final couple of phases of the game. So we've got these spinning sections, they just need to be destroyed. Once one gets destroyed, we move on to a slightly different section of the game.
So-
Now,
The interesting thing about those diamonds is you can hit 2 of them at once. So what he's doing whenever he goes over to the side, he's trying to line up the timing so he hits 2 diamonds at once, and then 1 time in the middle, and then 2 of them again, so that he can get the quick kill on the diamonds, I guess.
Yeah, I missed the first one. Had to take an extra shot. So bad.
now the spawns of these enemies here, they are random. They're there in their setouts, so you're never going to be absolutely pincered in, but they are random, so but they're quite well choreographed, so it's very easy for you to know when things are happening. And, yeah. Now, this is a Game Maker Studio 2 game, if I remember correctly, but they've had to kind of make manual code to get these 3D effects working it, and I think it looks astounding. Again, it's very hardcore-esque.
You know what a better way to end a game than
bloody
to
hell,
have a
that's
Tron
ridiculous.
auto scroll in it.
Yeah, pretty much. So now it's just repeating, well, second verse, same verse, destroy the,
Yeah, so this is the second crystal stage. It's a little bit harder. What he shoots out is completely random. He has green, blue, and red for the different type of crystal attacks. But once you know what they do, they're easily avoidable.
Hey, we're on pace, eh?
I think we are on pace, brother.
Yeah, we
Ooh.
are.
Let's not jinx it.
I have to try pretty hard, I think, to whip it now.
Oh my
Yeah.
god,
I'm
don't
gonna
say
try pretty hard. Let's see now.
Oh
What
god.
about now?
that. Yeah, these guys come thick and fast, you know.
Alright, and this is the final boss.
Yeah, we got it.
Oh my god, yeah.
Actually, quite a bit. Oh,
Oh, no.
Come on,
my
dude,
God.
dude, come on, man, come on, man. We gotta do hype. Absolute hype. We have
Right, and
lovely people.
that's a world record.
That is a world record. That is a world record by 27 seconds. That is unbelievably good.
Wow, look at that.
Unbelievable scenes, Jeff. Wonderful.
Oh,
Absolute
Nice.
hype.
That's
For sure, for
awesome.
sure.
Absolute hype.
sweet.
And now the most important thing of all, our helicopter bro comes back to save us.
Hey,
Oh
bro.
my
I
god.
forgot to mention that this dude's name is Hey Bro.
Yeah,
Because they won't give us the name of this guy.
yeah. We asked the developers, it's like, hey, what's his name? It's like nothing. So I was like, okay,
they haven't
first bro, first name Hey, last name Bro, and
Yeah.
they're like Bro family.
Of the bro lineage.
That's,
Well-
that's wonderful.
I want to thank everybody for watching. This has been great. You know, this is my first marathon run that I've ever done, so you know, it was awesome to get to come do this here. And also thank you, Psycorn and Seven and Robo for joining in for for the commentary. I
no.
really appreciate it.
Of course.
Yeah,
This-
no
this
problem.
game doesn't get as much respect as it deserves. It's it came out in the summer this year. Not a lot of people. I think there's 8 people in the subreddit. I think it's mostly us. So but if anybody's interested in running this game, check out the leaderboard on speedrun.com. We got a Discord where we're always in there, always running, and we also
got
have, of
tons
course,
of
the gun
memes.
mode.
Uh-huh.
The memes are
Fucking
fresh.
memes.
The memes are hot.
We got some good memes. And also, PoloKing is also going to be running this at AGDQ as well. Or GDQ.
Hey, that's
As well
right,
as-
thank you, bro.
Yeah, so check that out. It's going to be on Wednesday, I believe, Diamonds.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be on Wednesday.
I
One
don't
of
know
the-
the US time, I'm afraid.
I don't know, it's like midday, but it's gonna be a really good day to check out AGDQ. It's gonna be Ocarina of Time, Contra, all these huge.
Final Fantasy 7 that same day, sorry, Final Fantasy 8 that same day as well. Yeah, it's going to be a heck
So
of a
that's
day.
gonna be a heck of a day, and I'm really happy and really proud to have PoloKing to be running smack down the middle, and also he's gonna be having the Mexican runner on couch as well, which is gonna be
Oh, that's going to be brilliant.
Very
lovely.
excited about that.
Mwah! Magnificent.
Mwah.
A true legend and someone I've been a big fan of for a long time. That's very exciting as well. Very, very hype. And also, if you guys are interested, you can follow me at mixer.com/ThePoloKing. That's where I am. You can find me there. So I guess that's all for us.
We
all.
have witnessed history today.
That is all. That is everything,
Thank
and
you, guys.
don't forget to donate for the kids, and we'll just let